Black Light, Cyberspace Ministry, free your mind and your ass will follow. Now we done touched on the government that's corrupt, the churches. Some churches have good intentions, but they're just not thinking deep enough. You know, you get a small church and generations of Baptists and Holy Ghost and sanctified and all like that. And they are just set up to keep you in line with the Caucasian system. In other words, you don't want to get the Caucasian mad, the police mad at you. Did you see, to put it bluntly, this system that we're living in, they never did go by law. Never did go by God's law. Never. You know, they always were savages. But they used the Bible and the cross to hide, as Minister Farrakhan once said, their gutter religion. What their real religion was corruption. You know, that's their religion, corruption. But this is not what, when Elijah was speaking of devil, he wasn't just speaking of their immorality and their devilish ways. He was also speaking of, or giving them a scientific term. Devil is another word for grafted. It's another word for devolving, devaluating, diluting. You're going to be losing. When you graft something, you're going to be losing certain qualities, you know. When you take from the original, you're not going to have the same qualities that the original have. You know that when you copy, say like if you copy a CD or a DVD, when the brothers be selling them bootleg from you, and they second generation, or first generation, second generation, you can see the quality is not like the original. Now, if you go to a club or something where they playing live music, now that's that's the original. The live music is the original. Say you recording this. Well, you recording what's live, it's going to diminish just a little. Minute. You can't hardly tell it, depending on how good your machine is and what you use, your technology. Now you got the master of the original recorded. They call it the master. First generation. Second generation is what you take from the master. You know, it still might sound good, but it's always going to be just diminished just a little bit, devolved. So thus you got the word devil. You know, it's not really talking about their minds, in the fact that well, it is talking about their minds, but it's not talking about uh, what makes them evil. What makes them evil was what was put into their minds while they were being created, or while they were being produced or developed. So they were given a lie when they were being grafted. See, they had to give when they was grafting the Caucasian, they had to give them a lie, you know, so they wouldn't suspect that they were, first of all, being used as a scientific experiment, you know. And to get them to do this, they had to be tricked into participating into this scientific experiment, you know, like they do now. You know, they trick people into, they'll give them a reason for participating in a scientific experiment, but it's not the real reason. So they were born on lies and corruption, because they had to murder off the darker babies and keep the lighter babies. You see? So blood and corruption is in their makeup. I'm not gonna get off too deep into that right now, because you bring it up to nowadays and today's times, 2017, and our babies are being fed lies and trickery through the public schools. They don't tell the whole truth about slavery, you know, the war crimes of slavery. They don't tell the whole truth about the Indians, you know, like Thanksgiving and all. They make it seem like the Indians and the Caucasians was cool with each other, you know, Thanksgiving. They don't tell the whole truth about Christopher Columbus. And they're being fed this information in school. They don't tell the whole truth about the Bible. Matter of fact, the Bible is not in the schools, period. And in the churches, they don't speak the truth on the Bible or the scriptures. And they don't tell the truth about Islam and about Judaism. They don't tell the truth. So each generation get a dose of lies and get further and further away from the truth, see? So they brought up like this, you know? Generation after generation. They pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America more than they pledge allegiance to God. So morality is a twisted thought in the minds of many. What's good is bad. What's really good is now really bad. And what's really bad is now is not good. Is now not good. So they're in love with this country, and not themselves. You see, they'll die for the country and not themselves. So it's twisted, you know. So I'm going to start on the subject now of alternatives. How to free your minds from this. So you could pass it on to your children or your people around you. Either they would take it or leave it. I'm not in this for fortune or fame. I'm in this for, I got grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And it's hard for them to hear me because they're influenced by their peers, you see, which we all are. So, number one thing you got to look at is this. They operate on fear. They're not going to kill us all off like we think. They need a certain amount of us around to feed off of. Just like if you got a chicken farm, a chicken farm business, and you are in the business of raising and selling chickens, you're not going to kill off all your chickens and your roosters and stuff like that. You're going to keep a certain amount of roosters around because the chickens got to lay them eggs so you could keep it going. It would be stupid to kill off the chickens, the roosters, all of them, and the eggs and everything else. But you might kill off the old chickens so they can't school the young chickens. Or keep the old chickens stupid so they can't school the young chickens. Or keep them crazy so the young chickens won't listen to their crazy ass. So you got to think of it like that. So they're not going to kill us all off like that. But they will try to contain us like a chicken farm. Keep us fenced in so we won't go astray, see? So this is where freeing your mind comes in at. You got to realize this. That they're going to keep a certain amount of us around. But in the meantime, they're developing robots. The robots is not going to rebel against them. But they still need real human beings around because robots can't produce or create what a black man and black woman can create and produce. The only thing you can do is come out of the mindset of the Caucasian. Come out of the Caucasian world and develop your own world. This is Black Light Out.